The key to extracting the best flavor from tomatoes is to remove their seeds. When cooked for a long time, the seeds become bitter. This is why many tomato sauce recipes call for strong herbs, spices, or sugar to offset the bitterness. Tomatoes can easily be de-seeded using the finest disc in a food mill. Simply rest the food mill over a bowl and add the tomatoes and juice and turn to press them through. You'll see that the tomatoes and juice fall to the bottom and the seeds remain on the top. Make sure to scrape the bottom as there will be a lot of tomato left behind. Once the seeds have been removed, you are left with a nice smooth tomato puree. Italians use a machine specifically made to de-seed tomatoes, called a passatutto. This does the job very well, as it's easy to use and very efficient. It needs to be clamped to a countertop and the sauce catcher inserted. With bowls in place to catch the ingredients, pour the tomatoes through the top and crank the handle. The juice and pulp will be forced out of one side and the seeds will come out the other. Once done, pass the seeds through again to press out any remaining pulp. You can see the passatutto gives the sauce a very nice, even consistency. If you don't have a food mill or a passatutto, you can de-seed the tomatoes by hand. Just run your thumb through the tomatoes over a strainer to strip the seeds, collecting any juice below. The tomatoes are then crushed by hand with the juice to provide a rustic texture. They can also be briefly pulsed in a food processor for a smoother texture. You can also buy tomato puree in most Italian delis, which is referred to as passato o pomodoro. But it is more expensive and sometimes contains added preservatives, so be sure to check the label.